war. It turns the best of people into animals. But I'm not a fighter. I'm a scientist. I'm a researcher. I just wanted to help people. If anybody can hear this, please tell my family I love them and that I'm sorry. Signing off for the last time. This is Commander Dewey of the I.S.S. Beautiful up here, isn't it? So beautiful, people that say it can give you a spiritual awakening about our place in the world and the greater universe. But that doesn't matter to our young protagonist here, Lonely Astronaut, who just arrived on the I.S.S. today, in fact, with Father Astronaut here. And our cosmonauts up on the I.S.S. and our fellow American aboard the space station are ready to throw a wonderful party, at least as best they can, to welcome the new recruits. It reminded me a lot of the beginning of Alien, with great character interactions and great dialogue. Of course, if you know anything about movies taking place in space, this peace can't last forever. And when Russia and America go to nuclear war with each other on Earth, both the cosmonauts and the astronauts get a message. Take the ISS by any means necessary. And when this first happens, the tension between these two sides, as they debate what to do with these instructions, is actually pretty good. Eventually, though, our first death happens. And this is where our functioning adults turn into horror movie teenagers. Yep, stupid decisions abound from here on out, serving just to move the plot forward. Or in this case, just move from one death to the next tense moment. Which is a shame because, again, the dialogue and the tension in this movie is done really well, but both the deaths and the characters are so stupid, there's not a whole lot of payoff for that tension. So ultimately, this great start to a movie is cut short, and the rest is simply watching people kill each other. People we're not really that invested in, because while we do get a great start into learning about these characters, we do only take a half an hour to get to know 6 characters. That's not a whole lot of time, even if you pace it as fast as you possibly can. Oh, and before I forget, the ISS systems are failing, which is apparently a bad thing. And I say apparently because other than a momentary notice of, hey, we're going to drop out of the sky in 24 hours. All right. What do you want to do about those guys? Yeah, that basically sums it up. It's just an afterthought. I mean, this is supposed to be a survival thriller set in a constricted space with paranoia and all the human emotions that come with killing somebody that you've been living with for a long time. But I didn't even find solace in rooting for our main character, Lonely Astronaut, because she just isn't that interesting. She was cheated on in the past and now is doing the whole lone wolf act. And frankly, I just felt more interested in the guy she flew up to the space station with, Father Astronaut, because he's just desperately trying to survive this ordeal to get back to his daughters again. And because of all that, this movie really is a big meh. It's a great premise, but man, what a waste of a premise.